my dear Aries. This is a reading about what the person most on your mind would want to happen between you two with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. As an extended member to this channel, you will get these readings ahead of time and with no ads. And there is a reading up, What New Life is Calling Me, for the full members to this channel. And what Spirit wants me to know at this time is up for all the members to the channel. Extended and full members can also order readings from me with a 30% discount. Subscribe and then check out the many perks through the join button that will appear, or follow the link in the description box to learn more about membership. And I used the Steampunk Tarot by Barbara Moore for the reading part, and I will start shuffling your cards. So, when I open your deck here, I see the Three of Pentacles together with the Eight of Swords. So it seems like your person would want to have cooperation with you, but for some reason are unable to cooperate. It feels as if they would be humiliated by cooperating with you. So let's say that you have a very grumpy uncle. This person, they love you, but it's very important for them to be grumpy. And then it's hard for them to cooperate with you, even though they love you and want your cooperation, but they have a hard time cooperating because they feel this grumpy energy. So this is kind of what I'm feeling. This person is being conditioned to not be able to be their true self. They need to have a certain face or exterior that shows them to be in a certain way, which might be, for example, grumpy. Okay, so they might really feel, giddy and, want to jump around and chase butterflies. But since their image is grumpy, they need to stay grumpy. Okay, so I call the divine with love and light. I'm not sure if I need to say anything more. So this person is dissatisfied across their life, and it might be also a way to be a victim in a way. If I'm always angry, then people will always try to please me. So I think this person is kind of making servants out of their surrounding. So because people are trying to serve to their every need, because in other case they might be even more grumpy. So it's almost like holding your surrounding hostage by acting grumpy. Okay, so I call the four archangels in the four corners of the world. That doesn't mean this person doesn't love you and wants your cooperation and wants all these beautiful things as everyone else wants. You might think that they only want war and misery and be angry and tough and all these kind of things, but it's not true. They are actually trying to squeeze more love out of the situation by being angry. They think that will make people, jump off from the sofa and tend to their every need. But Ten of Cups is a mutual love, so it shows that this person loves you. They might have more love for you than anyone else in the world, but they are covering this up with this conditioned behavior of the Eight of Swords, which seems to be the significator. It kind of tells me that the person has been conditioned to behave like this, probably by their upbringing. Six elements, High Priestess, Eight of Swords. So something is a secret. It's a game. It's a play. And they're trying to get respect by acting like this. And it's not probably not the entire truth of who they are. It's just a facade. Okay, so six elements. Earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether to join us here today. And to give us a clear view reading for my dear Aries viewers. So I want my dear Aries to have love in their life and to find themselves in loving relationships. I also want you to have creative success and to be able to walk on your highest path towards your highest destiny. Okay, so I will just tune in here for a few seconds to you and the person most on your mind. I also want to remind you to please like and share this video and hit the bell notification to get updates on my postings. So this is the most likely action that they will take when it comes to you and your relationship, and this is what they would want to have happen. Knight of Wands. I'm almost feeling like this is a whip, and they kind of want to be the cool kid to get everyone else to follow them because they are such a strong leader. But really, there's a lot of pain inside of here. But they are doing their best. Okay, so It's not easy to be a human at all times. And this is the most likely action, and we have an 8 of Wands. So 8 of Wands, 9 of Wands, both are Sagittarius energy, showing like a lot of longing to be with you, to be involved with you, to have things happening with you. So having an exchange. So if you could cooperate, but let them be grumpy, that would be very helpful. I'm not advising, I'm just being ironic with, like, this is, the reading is from their point of view. So they have this sometimes a little bit ridiculous demands. Okay, so this is their intention, and it's the Fool. So they have like a very loving heart, very full of dreams, full of all these beautiful things that they say, oh no, I have no such a thing, I have no illusions, I don't believe in people, I judge all of them. But really there's not the truth. Okay, they are as vulnerable as the next person. And this is their feelings for you. And we have a Knight of Swords there. Sometimes it's so difficult to understand people that has like a different energy that they're working with. Knight of Swords is really a very cutting kind of energy. So it shows that it's very easy for them to judge you, to think that you are saying the wrong thing, to get upset with what you are saying or doing, and wants to prove you wrong, or wants to tell you that they are right and you are wrong. It's very intense energy. We'll see. Feelings, Knight of Swords. How can they expect cooperation from you if they are behaving like that, or acting like that, or even feeling like that? Mask, not showing their feelings, hide, pretend, delude, gaslighting. Okay, so this is the face that you see, like this is the feeling that they show, but it's not the feeling that they hold. But this is how they show themselves, as if they don't care about you, or always think that you're wrong, or saying the wrong thing, or doing the wrong thing, or okay, so this is how they view you. Knight of Pentacles. I'm getting like a cow vibe here, like, you know, easily persuaded, easily pushed. If you are like the little border collie dog, you can tick 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 and get this person to go in the right direction. So basically, they are not being very, you know, respectful towards you. They think that if they are just waving their sword, you will go in the direction that they have asked you to. So they see you as a herd of sheep, or a cow, or something else that's domesticated, and they feel like they are not domesticated. They will never have anyone, you know, ruling them. They will always be the rebel, never complying to anything. And you're complying, and it's necessary for them to have you complying, because if you don't comply and, you know, put some harmony into this situation, they will always live in disarray. So they are dependent on other people trying to create harmony while they are creating disarray. And this is how they view the relationship, Judgment. So they feel like this relationship is like fated, that you are supposed to be together. But I'm getting more things out of this. It's almost as if they have a little bit a grand persona, as if they think they're a little bit better than everyone else. Of course, it's a protection. And this protection comes from a lack of trust in the divine. It's almost like it's like a dog that has no real leader, no one to tell them, like, sit, no, yes, good boy. A dog without a leader can be sometimes an aggressive dog, because they need to take leadership themselves. So I think this person has they have a belief in destiny and heavens, but they haven't seen any real proof for this being existent in their life. They're just seeing themselves being beaten to the ground over and over again. So they're pretty bitter kind of person. So they see that your relationship is fated, probably ruled by heaven, but what's heaven to me? What have they done for me? So I think this person has a little bit, they have a lot of big questions about life and why they are here. And a lot of these are being answered by, you know, things happening in their life or their own logic conclusion in a very negative way. So they both feel like you're destined to be together, but it's also phony and fake, because you. You will anyway die from them one day, or they will die from you, and you will never see each other again, and everything is, to hell. Okay. And this is what they would want to have happen. 5 of Swords, to have a little refreshing quarrel together with you would be nice. If you could allow them to criticize you and, rule your day, you can be this is the very masculine knights here, and this is the more feminine. So if they could rule you and, tell you what to do, very, very strict voice, that would be wonderful. And if you would be compliant and create harmony, and they could feel like they had some kind of control in the world, because they don't really feel as if they are in control. I think they're really angry with kind of God, the universe, things like this, and they're taking it out on you, to be fair here. And it's almost like it's your fault. Can't you see that this world is a horrible place? Okay, so if the world is a horrible place, what can we do about it? Can we fix it? Can we make it more positive? Can we make it less horrible by not acting horrible? No, of course not. Like, how could you think such a thing? You're such a... you're... sorry. You're such a naive person, they say. But really, they are the naive person, feeling at the mercy of, bigger forces. And it's very crucial for them to be able to control you. And, right on your nose. You remember that it's this day today. It's a very important day. You haven't forgotten. So they're like that. And you say, yeah, I remember the day. Or it's a classic... is a classic Charles story in Sweden, where there's a troll that owns the key to a certain place where the other trolls go and bake the bread. And this troll says, I have the key to this house, and you need to ask me for the key. And the other trolls, they said, but it was open. We didn't need the key, but you should always ask me for the key. So that kind of energy, they need control, maybe a little bit OCD, or it can also be like someone that always needs something in the same way all the time. There's no allow for changes. So if we say that you have decided to go to a certain restaurant for dinner, and then, a group of you in the car is deciding, no, wait, there's this restaurant. We haven't tried that just yet. They just opened. That would be, we go there, and this person will be, no, we can't go there because that will be a change. And it's a change that they haven't decided. So they need to be in control. Okay. And this is what they would want to have happen. Queen of Pentacles here, together with the Queen of Swords. Okay, they would want to come off as they kind of ignore you. If that would... that will feel good for them, I guess. I don't know what they are doing here. King of Swords, Queen of Swords. Okay. So they have some kind of game which they are manipulating you with. And that might be, getting other people to comply to their ideas and kind of shunting you. So if you come with a very good idea, let's say for what restaurant you want to go, they have other people in their surrounding which might be in the same kind of mindset as them. And both these, they kind of recognize together that, here is a moment where we can, mess with this person here. They want to go to this new restaurant, and we will be stubborn and not let that happen. So it's almost like they're grouping themselves together with people to prove you wrong or to outnumber you. It's, and it's not very nice. It's almost like trying to, like being a know-it-all. And gathering other know-it-all to prove you wrong. So prove that you are worthless, that you are to no good. And it's not very loving at all. And here we have a King of Pentacles. So we can see that they have kind of archetypes, entities, and wants and needs and desires inside of them that's keeping you apart, because this is like how they really feel for you, or how they want things to be. They want you to be together, but by keeping some kind of control over you, and also using other people against you to have control over you. So they can say, my mother told me what they thought about your behavior. So these kind of things. And still, they don't want to lose you. God, no, they don't want to lose you, because you are there to make things, you are there to prove over and over and over again that you will make things all right. You will make things all right. You will comply. You will fix. You will do the things. So you will make it so that's harmony again after they created disarray. And this is the only proof that they have that God is good, okay? In other case, they just see awful proofs of this, and they are being awful proof as well. But they are kind of almost addicted to you being nice and showing niceness and kind of giving your best to them, particularly when they are angry or upset or grumpy. Okay. And Two of Cups. So they want to stay forever in love with you and, keep on judging you and confronting you and telling you that you're wrong, and how can you be that naive, or how can you believe in that? That's only bullshit. And so I guess that's love for them, to have you prove over and over again that you're trying to make things good, that you're trying to make the world a better place. So that's how they keep their hope. Wonder what would happen if you went there. Yeah, probably. So, but still they offer you no support, even though they feel like losing you would be the worst thing that could happen. But still they are treating you less than favorable. And it's for their own lack of hope. They have given up. They think the world is a horrible place. So I'll see if I can reveal some of their secrets here with a brutally honest oracle card. I was scared of hurting you. They're hurting you repeatedly. Love is too dangerous. Scared of hurting you. I don't know. Maybe there's some, I don't see this, but maybe there's some rift between you two, and they have kind of alienated you because they feel as if they are repeatedly hurting you, which is true. Love is too dangerous. Life is too dangerous. They feel so small and insignificant in comparison to God and the universe, and they feel that they are ruling the universe all wrong, like this isn't how the world should be. And we can of course agree, but we also know the reason, because we as humans are supposed to be the great force that puts everything on the right keel. We are put down in a situation where we make a lot of mess, but we are also able to clean up that mess and to show our worthiness and dignity, and take care of the poor and make them not poor anymore, make them equals, and to make like good decisions, honest decisions, truthful, speaking truthfully, behaving truthfully and honest. We can do those things and create a better place. But then there's these people that's so dissatisfied with being thrown down on earth in the first place. So they just continue weaving on this sad story. My surrounding didn't improve. Well, they might have been raised by wolf a little bit. And they realize they are raised by wolf, and that you are another kind of person, and that they are hurting you. And in the same time, but if they would want to not hurt you, they need to show this vulnerability that's, the core of them. This is their intention. But they're too scared of doing so, because when they once showed vulnerability, they were probably beaten down by, being raised by wolves. So other people might have acted in the way that they act towards you. Probably other people have acted towards them and proved to them that the world is a dangerous place and love is a dangerous thing. So because once they were a kid with big googly eyes looking at the world, having a lot of hope, but someone kind of beat this out of them, and now they feel as they need to open themselves to not hurt you and to be more loving, to not hurt you. But that's far too dangerous, so they don't want to do that. They rather stay in control and continue, acting like very angry and this negative towards you. And my surrounding didn't approve. So they are also someone's bitch in the end. And it might be like a parent that's long, dead and gone, and they are still letting them rule, or they are not living with these people anymore and they're still letting them rule their life, and even gathering up together with them to make matters even worse. like when one group is bullying a single person. So I'm getting some vibration here of concentration camps, and the people that were blind to these what was happening to like different groups of people, and the euthanasia that was going on. And it was like, as long as I'm safe, I'm kind of gathering with other people that's safe, and we become the villains of history, but at least we didn't get killed. So it's that kind of choice to be on the side of the bully instead of being on the side of the ones that's the heroes, or helping people, saving people. So rather be with the bullies where it's safe, and act like this very negative person, but then stay safe. So it's also very cowardly, this way of acting. So will they be able to work on their problems and come out on the other side and be a better person for you? So 46 is a very good omen. It shows that this person is getting different pieces of the puzzle to understand their true situation. And I think by maybe not complying to their behavior and, not listening to them, it doesn't matter how blue they become in the face from screaming, still saying, but we want to go to the new restaurant. You can go to the old. It's okay. I see that you get really upset with this choice. So we can drive you to the old, and the other people, we go to the new, because you're using a little bit their own strategy there. Connection, putting the pieces together, coming to conclusions. To the question of your life, you are the answer. And to the problems of your life, you are the solution. So that's very important, because they don't want to be the solution. They just continue creating upheaval, and they want other people to be the solution. But to the problems of your life, you are the solution. So you need to let this person figure this out. Give them more responsibility for their own behavior. Say, this won't work with me. I won't comply. I won't do what you're telling me. It's not going to happen. I do. So I'm hearing someone like a little child or someone saying, I do whatever the age I want. So a young woman sits on a bridge, a physical and metaphysical connecting point between here and there. Her identity is initially concealed not only to us, but also to herself. She is, in essence, finding her true self. She reaches out to gather pieces of a puzzle, and with each one finds clues and discovers more about herself. So my advice would be to give a lot of pieces of this puzzle to this person. Each of us attempt to make sense of our place as we search for connections and relationships with others. And here they try to, find other people that's as grumpy and find protection in them, instead of looking for their true core here, their more vulnerable self that can actually make peace on earth and make a difference. But instead they're standing safely in misery. Gradually, despite failures and experimentation along the way, an image starts to take form. Increasing clarity manifests itself from the initial confusion. The process is self-reinforcing and often becomes easier and accelerates as more pieces are added, each finding their corresponding place. Eventually, a point is reached where everything comes into focus and starts to make sense. And what makes sense for me is that this person needs to, work on self-love. Because it's when we don't love ourselves, we stay this better. And when we start to love ourselves, we also start to love our life. And we start to support ourselves, so we don't need these extraordinary measures of control, because we are safe wherever we go, because we have healed ourselves, because we love ourselves. But it seems like this person is working on it, and helpful would be if you turned your back on them when they are acting shady, so that they would, come to terms to try to work on equalness together with you, instead of trying to control the situation or the relationship. So don't comply, you know, passive, civil obedience, like don't be obedient. Just don't do what they tell you, but don't make a big fuss out of it. Just, okay, so it's fine, you can do that, but we do this. It's, take your time. So I would urge you to watch the love reading for January, or the reading Their True Thoughts and Feelings in their True Thoughts and Feelings playlist that will probably reveal more about this situation. You can also watch What Do They Want to Have Happen Between You from previously to watch the development from then until now. On my first channel page, there's a playlist for your specific astrological sign where you can watch all the latest readings for your specific sign in one single playlist. On the end screen, you will see a link to that playlist, so go and check it out. If you want to see the channel's readings in advance and ads free, you can become an extended member to the channel. I'm also doing spiritual growth readings for all the members to the channel every week and personal readings for the full members. Subscribe and then check out the different levels through the join button that appears, and follow the link in the description box to learn more about membership. And thank you for watching this far. Remember to like and share this video and hit the bell notification on your way out to get updates when the next video is up. And until then, stay truly blessed and bye-bye.